Good morning. My name is Dr. Kimberly Evans. I am a over 15-year-old board certified OB-GYN doctor. Again, I've been doing this for a long time. My name is Dr. Kimberly Evans, and I wanted to talk to you today about how do you find the right OB-GYN doctor for you. There's been various studies that's been done which basically showed that the most important doctor outside of a primary care doctor is actually a woman's OB-GYN doctor. And this is something that's really important, not only because you are going to build this relationship with this doctor for life per se, but in general, at some point in time in life, you're going to have a GYN issue that your normal primary care doctor will need to refer you out for. So again, I just want to kind of reemphasize, this is just kind of like a little educational thing. It's just meant to give you a little tidbits about how to find the right OB-GYN doctor. So first of all, in terms of finding the doctors, find the doctors that are basically in your area that are definitely accessible and easy to get to. There's a wealth of information using Google platforms, certainly Facebook, videos, things like that. Another form of places where you can find your doctor is actually using your insurance company. So you can find out, who's in your network. Another thing which you can do is certainly if you do Google searches, there's various websites that you can go on to see, what does this doctor specialize in? What's their philosophy? Is this doctor, someone with lots of years of experience, or if you want someone, that's a little bit newer, that's fine too. It just depends on what you prefer. The other thing is to know what else does that doctor offer. So you have to understand that when it comes to OB-GYN doctors, not all OB-GYN doctors delivers babies. Some people, all they do is deliver babies. Some people, they just do gynecology. Sometimes some doctors do both. The thing to know is that certainly if they do both, you're going to definitely have a more wide spectrum of things that doctor can help you with. But then you have to understand that sometimes in terms of the wait time, that could always be a little longer than the average doctor that just stays in the office. So for example, for my typical day, I may have part of the time in the office, or I may have to go run and do a delivery and then come run right back. And it's just literally my day is just running. And it always, I always hope that the patient understands that, I'm running and I'm doing the best that I can, but, I'm only one person, per se. So know that, all doctors, we definitely do our best to service you and to make sure that, everything is taken care of, but there always will be things that can come up, especially if the doctor delivers babies, such as rescheduling issues, such as, any other thing that could come up in the day that would take that doctor's time away from you. In today's environment, there's more and more demands on doctors to do certain stuff, to make sure things are charted, to make sure like records are gotten and things like that. And that's all wonderful, but then just know that there's always that time factor. Another thing, which is actually something funny, I'll tell you, a lot of things have changed, and it's been great because the patient can actually direct message the doctor now. So you can do it on various platforms throughout your, in your medical record, the EMR that the doctor may have. They can do it on Google. That's one of my newest things now. But the thing is that you have to understand that it just takes the doctor a minute to kind of get back with you. So I've had some people, they'll know their results before I even know them, and they're telling me, hey, I need additional tests. And I'm like, wait, just give me a minute. Let me figure out what you need. Just, we want to make sure we do everything right. So just understand that there's always limitations that, your doctor can be able to handle. So just about being understanding to them. So, once you found the right doctor, for you, you found that they're in your network. Now what you want to do is you want to go investigate the office, make sure that the office is hopefully close and nearby, make sure that that doctor is affiliated with a hospital that you like, in case you need to have a hospital issue, you want that doctor to be able to visit you at the hospital. So those are things that are important. And then the next sort of business that you need to look for is you need to always be concerned with the people that are behind the doctor, and that's the doctor staff. So the staff's job is to be able to relay certain information to the doctor and basically be able to convey that information back to the patient. So for example, that doctor's office may have their staff that gives calls back about like pap smears or, radiology reports or various things that need to be done. Know that when you call the doctor's office, those people are in your corner. So they're the front line person who can basically get up and go get the doctor's attention if you're having an emergency. So, certainly by all means, do your best to be nice to those people. because we care. No one gets up in the morning and says, hey, we're going to have a bad day and we're going to be mean to our patients. That's not what we intend to do at all. We're here for our patients. We love our patients. We definitely do the best, for them and by them. And certainly when there's emergencies that do happen, we do our best to address those. So, and probably the final thing that I would just kind of just emphasize is definitely, knowing what your insurance requires. Just like, if you went to go see a movie, you would know kind of like the cost of the movie ticket, things like that. So do know that a lot of times your insurance company, they may not consider, full STD panel check or, other discussions about other issues outside of the normal well woman exam, which is your pap smear and breast exam. They consider those kind of separate issues to address. So, don't be too surprised if those things are not included with your average well woman exam visit. So those are just words of caution, just tidbits, just so that you know. So good luck in definitely, choosing the best OB-GYN doctor for you. We're all out here. One of the greatest resources, I think, is ZocDoc, because there's just so many, doctors out there to choose from. Definitely Google, web search, the internet, things like that. So you shouldn't have any trouble at all. So good luck. Again, this is Dr. Kimerl Evans, MD, also known as the Vagina Whisperer, MD.com. Take care.